with me and my man.
Hello.
Today we're going to show you how to make cauliflower cheese.
Cauliflower cheese. Yum, yum, yum.
It's one of my favourites.
It is.
I never used to like cauliflower or veg of any description, but now
Nope.
can't get enough. Yeah, love cauliflower cheese, especially this one because it's really cheesy.
Very, very cheesy. Very, very cheesy.
cheesy.
I'm a very, very cheesy, you know.
Very, very
Very cheesy, yeah, go on.
So
Let's start.
let's go down to the ingredients.
Woo!
So the ingredients are butter, plain flour, milk. Now that's semi-skim milk. Presume you can use full fat milk.
Yep, can.
Cheese, grated cheese. Now this is extra mature cheddar.
You've got to have it strong.
I've got to have it strong. The all-important cauliflower. Oh, it's swirly. And salt.
I know. Oh, we're back to me. Right, so now I'm going to start preparing the cauliflower first. I'm going to get that on. I've got a pan of water boiling behind because the idea is get the cauliflower prepared, put it in the water. While that's boiling away and softening, whatever you do, don't overboil it, right? You've got, it won't be too much, so you've got to keep trying it. And then while this is boiling, then I'm going to start prepping the white sauce, and then hopefully they should be both finished about the same time. Get it in the dish, get it in the oven, and we're sorted. So let's go down here while I prep the veg, as they say. Right, so nice little cauliflower here. Now, preparing cauliflowers can get a little bit, like messy on there. I just like to peel the leaves off first. Ooh, nice and tough. That's a good cauliflower. Hear that snap?
Shows it's fresh.
Shows it's nice and fresh. Nice, fresh cauliflower.
Now, you can eat the leaves, can't you, on a cauliflower?
Yeah, you can eat them. I've done, like a recipe before where actually whole roast a cauliflower in lots and lots of butter. Not the most healthiest, but it is such a flavoursome thing. And then can leave the leaves on. They'll get a nice little roasted, like flavour on there. And it's just saving them. Right, so I've got this cauliflower now. There is no set way to cook one of these. I just usually make it up as I go along. I go down the middle, then go down there again, go down there again to quarter it. Then usually the stalk, take a little bit of the stalk out, and then you start to get the florets. Starting, they are florets, aren't they?
They are florets.
They are florets, yeah. You start to get the florets, falling off. And then what you're doing, I just then start to break them up. You can see I'm not even using my knife now. Different size. Ideally, if you can get them the same size, great, but sometimes you get the little bits off like that. And then what you don't want is them too big, because then not everybody gets some. So bigger bits like that, cut off. And then also it helps when you come to do, the cooking of it, you can get, try to get a nice little even cut there. As you can see, just trying to keep them all the same size. Yeah. Right, same size, that one, isn't it?
That is, yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Perfectly the same size.
I don't want that bit.
Well, you might get that bit.
Well, as long as I've got one of the bigger bits as well.
The bigger bits? What happens if I just chop them all up?
Hold on.
Yeah, look. I missed that. You didn't tell me. Missed removing some of the stem out.
Did miss removing some of the stem.
Oh, thanks for that. Oh, just break that up. Break that up. Got that down. Do we want to do them again? I'm just looking at pieces. I'll just get that with a little chop. So it doesn't really matter. As long as... that's a big bit.
Oh, that's a big bit.
Oh, is that yours?
Oh, that's mine.
It's just got chopped in half. Oh, what a shame.
So can you do this with other veg?
Yeah, so what you can do is... I've just prepped that cauliflower. Nice and simple, but... in most supermarkets now you can get it bagged up, already prepared for you. And as Mans has just said, can you do it with other veg? Yeah, you can buy them bags with broccoli and cauliflower. So you can do a broccoli and a cauliflower like bacon, a cheese sauce, or just do, broccoli cheese. Is broccoli cheese a thing? Might be. Never heard it. It is now. Cauliflower and broccoli cheese mixture, or like one of the other. So really, really good. Right, that's done. Now, what we need to do now is get over to the cooker. You can watch me drop it in, get it cooked, and let's get on. Woohoo! Right, we're over at the cooker, so we're about to get things going. So the pan, I've got a nice little boil going on here. So if you just come down here, I'm just going to add in our little piece of cauliflower. So that's a pan of salted boiling water. I've just took it slightly down a bit, from boiling. Ours is on number 7, starts off on, like number 9. So just pop that in, and then keep an eye on it. If there's a couple of you about, it's always good because one of you can test it. So I'm hoping by the time I've done my white sauce and my cheesy sauce that these should be ready, but I will come back and test them. So over here, so I've just had this pan on, heating up. Oh, let me get that. I'm just going to now start dropping my butter in. Ooh, sizzle. So as I say, all the ingredients and measurements will be on the video link down below. So we're just going to melt the butter. Now I have done a white sauce before, but what you can use for a lot of different things, but this one, because it's going on the cauliflower cheese, it's like the half a recipe of what we do, because you don't need a full pint of milk. This is done with half a pint of milk, and it's enough just to go over that cauliflower, because you don't want to drown it. I might want to drown it. You might want to drown it, yeah. I do like that smell. But just trying to show you here that it doesn't take long to make this, because it's just a little small white sauce. Cauliflower, got to keep an eye on it. So I'm just adding the flour. Add the flour in all at once, and then we're just going to cook the flour out.
Now, what do you mean by cook the flour out?
By cook the flour out is if you just put the flour in, and then if you just then put the milk straight in, what will tend to happen is you can get a bit of a bitty powdery taste in your mouth. But if you cook it out, you'll start to see it's changing consistency.
Yeah.
If you cook it out, you get rid of that raw. It's like a raw. It's a weird taste.
Okay.
Reason I know, because I've messed it up myself before. I just chucked the flour in, mixed it round, put the milk straight in, and thought that's how you did. Like the base of your sauce. So just like that, just for about a minute or so. That should be cooked out. Just keeping an eye on the cauliflower. You can just see it starting to bubble away, and then I'm just going to add probably about a third of the milk in there. Stir it around, and then what will start happening, the milk will start blending in with the flour and the butter.
And thickening, you can see it, can't you? It's leaving the gaps, that's how you can tell it's thickening.
Yeah. Oh, and flying about, eh?
Oh.
And then you can see it comes into a nice ball. Once it's into that nice ball, just add a little bit more milk, another roughly third, and try not to chuck it all the way around. So I'm on a medium heat here. I have been, all the way through. Just keep stirring this bit in. Now I'm starting to smell the cauliflower. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to whisk this little bit in, take it just a little bit off the heat, and then I'm going to test that cauliflower. So that bit's all whisking. Just take that off. So come over. All right. So I'm just going to take that off the heat, and then I'm just going to prod. So it's still a little bit tough. The knife's just starting to go in, so that might just be another couple of minutes. Back on the heat. Okay. Back over to my sauce. Give it another stir. Then I'm going to add the rest of the milk in. So that was a half a pint of milk in 3 stages. Gradually stir again. Oh, hold on a bit. I've just caught me I'm multitasking now. I'm putting the ring back on because I just turned it off by accident, and stirring in the rest of the milk into the white sauce. And if you've noticed, I am stirring, you know, all the time, which is what you want to do with this. Now that looks nice and loose, which is all good. So I'm just going to drop the heat down a little touch. We're on like sort of medium. I'm just going to like, you know, like a low medium-ish heat now. Now I'm just going to add in. I'll do it that way, yeah, so you can see.
Oh, there it goes.
No.
Oh, it's all burning all over.
Oh, it's burning all over.
All melting all over.
Right, so when you add that in,
all over the stove.
Stop saying stove. It's a hob. Oh. So when you add that in, just make sure you chuck some onto your cooker. Don't really.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just one of them things. It's just what we tend to do because we're a little bit messy. I thought I'd get that all in one. Damn! I thought I'd get away with that. Right, so I'm just going to leave that to cook away. I'm just going back to my cauliflower. Testing it. So what you don't want to do, you don't want to overcook it, and because it will just turn into mush. But what you've got to do is just they're just breaking up a little bit now, and into the stalk bit, the knife's gone in. So what I'm going to do, just focus back on the cheese sauce. Can you multitask and stir at the same time? By holding the camera. If not, don't drop the camera into the sauce. If not, I'll be back in 2 seconds. Oh. Right, let me just put that in. You keep stirring.
I'm stirring that.
While I just drain them out.
Now we might get a bit wobbly because obviously I'm stirring and the camera's moving.
And the camera's moving. Yeah.
That's
Pop that there, pop that there. Turn that off. Right, let me just bring that. You're doing a fantastic job there. Well done. Just going to add in a bit of salt. Just for seasoning. Right. So there's the white sauce. I'm just going to turn that off.
You can just see that melted cheese there. Look, I'm just going to...
Nice. Now that will thicken up, but you don't want it too thick. Let me just drop that. Now, next little thing. Do you want to pop over here? I'm just going to bring that over. Alright, so cauliflower's drained off.
Oh, it's a bit toasted over here.
This is a bit toasted. Just going to drop the cauliflower in. And then just start to manoeuvre it around. Now, personally, because this is just me, I like to have the florets pointing upwards if I can.
Ooh,
I know, yeah. It just looks better, doesn't it? You can't say that doesn't look better. Now I'm starting to turn, a fewer amount. If you can see it without my hand.
I wouldn't have done that.
Well, yeah, but you're not me. You can tell it's cut. Oh, look at that. That looks lovely. So just turn that around. Next bit, I'm going to pour the sauce on. Just keep the camera on there. Just going to get a little spatula. Move that over. And then here comes the sauce. Oh. Will I spill any? Oh.
Well, I mean, you've done enough damage melting cheese all over the
Well, it'll clean.
stove.
Stop saying stove. Hob, cooker.
Back into Dickensian times, I think. Did they have stoves in Dickensian times? I don't know.
Then what I'm just going to do, just going to get a spatula. Stop, you're making me laugh now. Just get a spatula in. Don't want to waste any of that cheesy sauce.
No, get all that sauce out.
Get the sauce in. Oh, did I just get you then? I hope so.
Oh, I don't know.
Right.
You might have done. It's your own fault. I haven't put the apron on.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Right, so if you just stay focused on there, you can see nice little bit of sauce in there.
You can see the florets.
The florets.
Beautifully placed upwards.
And then that's just going to go into the oven at 180 fan and for about 20 minutes. Give it a check. If it needs a bit more goldening up, just leave it in for a little bit longer. So we'll see what it looks like when it comes out of the oven. Ooh. Right. So at the oven, bum, 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 and we have just got the cauliflower cheese out. Ooh. Now I can't shake it too much, and I think you might have to come down here, but let's see how it looks. Dun 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 dun. Whoa, look at that. Oh, and look, you can tell it straight out of the oven. And why is that?
Okay, bubbling.
Look at that bubble. Bubble, yeah, that's your hand. Bubble, bubble, toil and trouble.
Quite know where that shadows.
Oh, it's from your fingers, but hey.
Bubbling
away.
Bubbling.
Oh, but that smells lovely. So nice and golden on the top. You don't want to take it too much and burn it. Stop following me with your fingers.
Okay.
But there you go. Cauliflower cheese.
That's
nice and tasty. Oh, is that better? And all I can say is that is a fantastic dish. Just, like, can serve with like most things, and very, very tangy. So, hope you enjoyed, and see you soon. Bye.